For a majority of my life, being a guitarist and playing music was a huge part of trying to find my identity. I wasn't good at much in life, but I could at least play guitar. I played in a band in Portland, Oregon, and every weekend we would perform. I was using the ability to make music for my own purposes and benefits. I desperately wanted to win the approval of others, and as a somewhat talented 19-year-old guitarist, I got a lot of respect from experienced musicians in town. So when I truly surrendered to Jesus and began to follow him, I vowed to never play guitar again. I felt so guilty for using guitar playing for myself and regretted the doors it had opened for me to walk through into some dark stuff. I found a church, and on my first day, there was a couple who invited me out to lunch. I shared my story and told them I would never play guitar ever again because I had used that ability for such selfish and bad purposes. In only a way that God can orchestrate, it turned out the wife of the couple who took me out to lunch was a worship leader. She told me that what I had used for selfishness, God would redeem for his purposes. She told me to go home, grab a guitar, and play the most basic chords I know. She said not to think about impressing others, but to ask God to open my eyes to his presence in that moment. She also gave me wisdom on what it means to worship God. I will never forget. It's not about you. God has given us the gift of music, and for some people, the gift to make music so we can worship him. One of the silliest things we can say on a Sunday afternoon is whether or not we liked the worship. Guess what? The songs, the people playing the music, and all the people around you singing are not there to worship you. Whether you liked the worship or not is irrelevant because it's for God. When we take the focus off of ourselves and truly apply our ears and minds to who it is we are worshiping, there is a special connection that happens that will often bring us to tears, dancing, or even shouts of joy. The mind-blowing thing about worshiping God is the more we learn about him and grow deeper in our relationship with him, the more there is to worship him for. Going through Pastor Andy's sermon from Sunday and the handout he gave us, I can remember the times when I realized who God is as Father or Protector or Redeemer. Each trait he preached about is a gold mine we will never get to the bottom of. There is just so much about who God is to worship that we will never run dry on reasons to worship him. We worship him not for what he's done for us, but who he is. And he deserves our worship because of who he is. Psalm 18, 1-3. I love you, Lord, my strength. The Lord is my rock, my fortress, and my deliverer. My God is my rock, in whom I take refuge, my shield and the horn of my salvation, my stronghold. I called to the Lord, who is worthy of praise, and I have been saved from my enemies. Psalm 63, 3-4. Because your love is better than life, my lips will glorify you. I will praise you as long as I live, and in your name I will lift up my hands. Psalm 145, 1-3. I will exalt you, my God the King. I will praise your name forever and ever. Every day I will praise you and extol your name forever and ever. Great is the Lord and most worthy of praise. His greatness no one can fathom. Revelation 4:11. You are worthy, our Lord and God, to receive glory and honor and power, for you created all things, and by your will they were created to have their being. Spend a few minutes today worshiping God. He loves you, He saved you, and He is worthy of your worship. What thoughts or feelings does today's devotional stir in you? Share something below.